Welcome to another episode of Deep Dive into Real Estate by Team Luddy Dillon. This is the place where we simplify real estate for you, one topic at a time. Enjoy.
All right, everybody, let's jump into this week's deep dive. And it's a question we get all the time, especially when the economy, feels a little shaky.
Yeah.
Is a recession really the best time to buy a house?
Ooh, good question.
So many people are wondering this.
Yeah.
We're here in the Peel region.
Yeah.
Brampton, Caledon, Mississauga.
Yeah.
And we are actually part of the Luddy Dillon real estate team.
Oh, awesome.
And we just love making sure you guys, our listeners have all the info before you make a move.
For sure.
Whether you're buying or selling or investing, Luddy's actually been helping people in this market since 2007. So
Wow.
he's seen it all.
That's a long time.
It's a long time. He knows his stuff.
He must.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And I think you're right. A lot of people think, recession equals real estate deals.
Yeah.
It can be tempting. There is a logic to it. Fewer buyers, people needing to sell quickly.
Right.
It can really feel like a buyer's market.
Yeah.
Our sources point to what happened back in 2008. Average home prices dropped, foreclosures more than doubled.
Right. Black Friday for houses.
Exactly.
Everybody's like, oh, gotta get in there.
But before we all, run out with our wallets waving them around, there are some big caution signs.
Huge.
Yeah.
Like, just because there's a lower price tag doesn't mean you can just, forget about the mortgage.
Totally.
Imagine you find an amazing steal, but then all of a sudden something happens with your job.
Oh.
Suddenly that bargain feels like a burden.
Yeah, for sure.
So our sources really emphasize no matter what the market's doing,
Right.
you've got to know your finances inside and out.
Absolutely. That's a great point. So, okay, we got it. Financial stability check. What else do we need to be talking about?
Let's talk about mortgage rates.
Ooh, yes.
This is a good one because recessions can actually lead to lower interest rates,
Okay.
which can make borrowing a lot easier.
Interesting.
So one source gave this great example, a 1.15% drop on a $300,000 mortgage. That could save you almost $220 a month.
Wow. I like the sound of that.
That's money back in your pocket every single month. Okay, so lower prices and lower rates. It's starting to sound good.
It does sound good, but
There's a but.
there's always a but.
Right? Lay it on me.
You've got to remember those distressed properties that we see popping up during a recession.
Yeah.
They might look like a steal on the surface,
Right.
but they can also be a huge Pandora's box of problems.
Oh, yeah, like those fixer-uppers.
Yeah.
You think you're getting a bargain, and then suddenly you've got, thousands and thousands of dollars in repairs.
Exactly. Think about neglected maintenance, hidden damage. Even scary surprises lurking behind those walls.
Oh, spooky.
Plus, you have foreclosures and short sales, which can be really, really complicated processes and often have much longer timelines.
Oh, so maybe not quite as simple as just, finding a house with a big sale sign on the front lawn.
Not quite. And speaking of potential complications,
Yeah.
remember those title searches we're always talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Those are even more important during a recession.
Oh, really? I always thought a title search was like a standard procedure no matter what.
It is, but things can get really messy during a recession.
Okay.
So our source shared the story about something called a mechanic's leak.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Imagine a struggling homeowner hires a contractor, can't pay them, and then the contractor just slaps this claim on their property.
Oh, no.
So you think you got a great deal on a house, and suddenly you're the one responsible for that debt.
Oh, wow. So we've got to be extra careful about what we're getting into.
Exactly.
It's not as easy as it looks.
So far, it sounds like buying during a recession. It's not for the, the faint of heart.
Yeah. You really got to have your wits about you.
Absolutely.
And one of our sources summed it up really well. They said you need 3 key things when buying during a recession: patience, smarts, and kindness.
Okay, I love that. Patience, smarts, and kindness. Tell me more.
Well, patience is key because those amazing deals, the ones that actually make sense for your budget and your life,
Right.
they might take time to actually appear.
Okay.
And smarts because you need to do your research.
Yeah.
Compare those mortgage rates.
And get to know the neighborhoods like the back of your hand.
Yeah.
And kindness. Well, because recessions are tough on everyone.
Yeah.
Even the sellers.
Absolutely. It's
Yeah.
like the 3 musketeers of real estate.
Yeah.
All for one and one for all.
Exactly.
I mean, instead of swords, we've got knowledge and calculators.
Yes.
And maybe some snacks for those open houses.
Always got to have snacks.
Yes, always. And speaking of knowing those neighborhoods, let's actually talk about the Peel region specifically.
Good idea.
Because it's not a one-size-fits-all market.
Right.
What's happening in Brampton might be totally different from what's happening in Caledon or Mississauga.
For sure. And that's where someone like Laddie with all his experience can really make a difference.
Totally. He knows this area like the back of his hand. So if you're even thinking about making a move in the Peel region, give Laddie a call at 905-598-0725.
Awesome.
He and the team are a wealth of information,
They are.
and they can answer any questions you have about these very unique markets.
Yeah.
But for now, let's get back to those distressed properties.
Okay.
I'm actually kind of curious about some of the specific risks that our sources are highlighting.
Yeah, let's dive into that. So for starters, these distressed properties, they're often sold as is.
As is.
That means what you see is what you get,
Okay.
warts and all. You can't really negotiate repairs with the seller. And you can't back out just because you discover a leaky roof after closing.
Oh, so it's kind of like buying a mystery box.
Mm.
You might get lucky and find something awesome, but you might also end up with a box full of, broken gadgets.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. And just like you might need some serious tech skills to fix those gadgets, you're going to need a whole crew of contractors to deal with those hidden problems in a house.
Yeah.
Permits materials can add up really quickly.
Oh, for sure. Way faster than you can say Reno budget.
Exactly.
And, we've been talking about the money side of things, but there's also like the human element to all of this.
Mm.
Buying a home from someone who's maybe going through a foreclosure or a short sale, it can be a bit emotionally charged, right?
Totally. These are situations where people are often selling because they have to, not because they want to.
Right.
So approaching our situations with empathy and understanding is really important.
That's a really good point. It's not just about like the bricks and mortar. It's about people's lives.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so to recap, we need patience, smarts, kindness, a healthy dose of caution, and maybe some tissues for those emotional moments. Anything else we should be thinking about while we're on this potential recession roller coaster?
One more thing, and it's crucial. You really have to understand your target market.
Yeah.
Because remember, real estate is hyper-local.
Hyper-local.
What's happening in one neighborhood could be totally different from what's happening just a few streets over.
Okay, so it's not enough to know that like generally recessions lead to lower prices.
Yeah.
We need to actually look at those specific neighborhoods and see what's going on.
Right, exactly. Like maybe one area sees a ton of foreclosures,
Right.
while another one stays pretty stable.
Interesting.
Or maybe there are a bunch of short sales happening, but they're all for like $1-million mansions that are way outside your budget.
Yeah.
You really need to be in tune with those local dynamics.
Okay, I'm starting to get the bigger picture here. A recession might create opportunities,
Right,
but it's not like an automatic win.
right.
We still need to do our homework and understand the market.
Yeah,
And maybe brush up on our negotiation skills.
I love that. And that's exactly where having a trusted real estate expert on your side can really make a difference.
For sure.
Someone who knows the ins and outs of that local market, who can interpret all those trends, and who can guide you toward making the right decisions.
Yeah. Someone who can help you make smart choices.
Yes.
And I think we know just the expert for that. Someone who's been navigating the Peel region since well before avocado toast was even a thing.
You're talking about the one and only Laddie Dillon?
I am. If anyone can crack the real estate code in Brampton, Caledon, Mississauga,
Yeah.
it's Laddie.
Oh.
He and his team have been helping people buy, sell, and invest in this market since 2007.
Wow.
They've seen it all. The booms, the recessions, everything in between.
They have.
They have the knowledge, the experience, the dedication to help you achieve your real estate dreams.
Amazing.
So whether you're just starting to think about dipping your toes in the market or you're ready to dive headfirst into that dream home search, give Laddie Dillon and his team a call at 905-598-0725.
Yeah.
Tell them we sent you.
Yes. Tell them the deep dive sent you. They can help you understand those hyper-local trends that we talked about.
Yeah.
And they can connect you with amazing mortgage brokers and even give you some insights on specific properties that might catch your eye.
I love it. Okay, so we've covered the allure of low prices, the importance of financial stability, the mortgage rate magic, the potential pitfalls of those distressed properties, the need for thorough research.
Yeah.
We've talked about local market knowledge. And of course, we can't forget having a real estate superhero on your side like Laddie Dillon.
So true.
Ooh, I'm feeling a lot more informed now.
Yeah, me too. And you know what? All this talk about recessions and market timing, it's got me thinking, if not during a recession, then when I guess to the right time to buy a house. Like, what are the factors that really matter most?
Yeah, that is the million-dollar question, isn't it?
It is.
Feels like everyone's always trying to time the market, waiting for that perfect moment to jump in.
It's such a natural instinct. But I really think the right time is less about the market itself and more about you.
Okay, so not about trying to predict the future of the economy, but about understanding my own present.
Exactly. You want to find that sweet spot where your personal circumstances, your finances, and yes, the market conditions all line up.
So it's about timing my life too. Making sure everything clicks into place. It's not just about snagging a deal. It's about being ready for what comes after.
Yeah, it's about asking yourself some tough questions. What are your must-haves in a home? What are you willing to compromise on? How much risk are you comfortable with?
It sounds like buying a house is less about following some kind of formula and more about understanding my own personal equation.
It's a journey of self-discovery.
I like that.
And just like with any big decision in life, having the right guidance and support can make all the difference.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I think we've given our listeners a lot to think about today.
For sure.
We've debunked that myth that recessions are like automatic real estate gold mines.
Yeah.
We talked about how important financial stability is and doing your due diligence.
Right.
And we even shared some cautionary tales about those tempting distressed properties.
We did. We explored the power of patient smarts and kindness. And we really emphasized how important it is to understand those unique dynamics of the Peel region market.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
And of course, we reminded everyone about our favorite real estate superhero, Laddie Dillon,
Yes.
and his amazing team.
If you're looking for someone who knows the Peel region like the back of their hand, who can answer all your questions, and who'll guide you every step of the way,
Yeah.
Laddie is your guy.
He is the guy. So if you're ready to take that next step, give Laddie a call at 905-598-0725. He'll be happy to chat with you, whether you're a seasoned investor or a first-time buyer.
For sure. And remember, knowledge is power in real estate.
It really is.
Stay informed, stay curious, and don't be afraid to ask questions.
That's right. Happy house hunting, everyone. And until next time, stay tuned for more deep dives into the world of real estate.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We will be back with something new and something interesting.